Hi everyone, good morning. Today we are going to discuss inheritance concepts in C++. So simply, what is an inheritance? Here, before going to discuss inheritance, we know how to access the data members of the class inside the class and outside the class. Okay, then we want to learn how to access the one class members in another class. So with the help of inheritance. Here simply, in this inheritance, in this C++ language, in object-oriented programming language, you can take any object-oriented programming language. Inheritance is the most important topic in C++, Java, Python, etc. whatever. Then one of the most important concepts in object-oriented programming is that of inheritance. Inheritance allows us to define a class in terms of another class. Inheritance allows us to define a class in terms of another class, which makes it easier to create and maintain an application. Clear? Which makes it easier to create and maintain an application. This also provides an opportunity to reuse the code, functionality, and fast implementation time. These are the advantages. This also provides an opportunity to reuse the code, functionality, and fast implementation time. Clear? Reduce the size of the code and increase the execution speed. Clear? When creating a class, instead of writing completely new data members and member functions, the programmer can designate that the new class should inherit the members of an existing class. This existing class is called the base class, and the new class is referred to as the derived class. Clear, all of you? The new class is referred to as the derived class. Already existing class is called base class. So the new class is called derived class. Clear, all of you? Then inheritance. Simply, we know simple definition of inheritance. OIVA question, interview question. Okay. What is an inheritance? Then a 2 marks question. Okay. What is an inheritance? And what are the advantages of inheritance? What is an inheritance? What are the advantages and disadvantages of inheritance? Simply, inheritance. Very, very, very simple definition. The mechanism of deriving new class from an old class is called an inheritance. The mechanism of deriving new class from an old class is called an inheritance. Deriving a new class, that is called derived class, from an old class, that is called base class. Clear? Simply, the mechanism of deriving, extract the data from the old class. A new class is extract data from the old class. For example, you are all students. You are not earning. Clear? Who are earning in your home? Your father. Okay? So your father earning. You are extracting, you are collecting money from your parent. Who is the new one here? Who is a old one? New one is you. Old one is your father. Clear? So you are extracting, you are collecting, you are asking money from your parent. Clear? To your parent. Asking money to your parent. You are collecting money from your parent. UR is a new class. Okay. You are deriving money from your parent class. That is called old class. He is senior. We are juniors. Your father is a senior. We are the juniors. Clear? You are the junior. A junior is extracting data from the senior. Clear, all of you? A new class from an old class is called an inheritance. A child class deriving the data from the parent class. Parent class is also known as base class. Child class is also known as derived class. Clearly? Clear, all of you? Okay. The old class is known as parent class. The old class is known as parent class or base class. The new one is called child class or derived class. Clear? Remember, all of you. The mechanism of deriving a new class, deriving a new class from an old class is called an inheritance. Clear? The old class is known as parent class or base class. The new class is called as child class or derived class. Clear? This is an inheritance. The mechanism of deriving new class from an old class is called an inheritance. Simply, the data, a new class is extracting data from the old class. That is also another definition, extracting, deriving. So collecting data. Clear, all of you? Collecting data. A new class is collecting data from the old class. Clear? So then this is called inheritance. What are the advantages of inheritance? Okay, we know this also provides an opportunity to reuse the code. To reuse the code. Simply, again, you want to use the same code again and again, then there is a possibility in object-oriented programming languages. Then there is no restriction. Once you have to define the class, the same code you can use again and again. Okay. Then reuse the code. Functionality and fast implementation time. So it can increase the execution speed. It will take very less time to execute our program. That is clear. The same database, the derived class can also extend the properties of base class to generate more dominant objects. The derived class also extend the properties. We are collecting money from our parent. Then the money simply we can keep. Okay. At the same time, we will use another process or purpose, the same money. Then the old money, okay, our parent money. We are collecting money from our parent. Using this money, we will do some either business or some other ways. Okay. Then simply I collected 10,000 rupees from my parent. Using 10,000 rupees, I started a business. Okay. Then I gained more amount. Then after 1 year, I got 1 lakh rupees. What is the parent amount I extracted? 10,000 rupees only. But here how much is I gained? 90,000. 10 plus 90, 1 lakh rupees. Clear, all of you? So that is my property. So I extracted the information from the base class, parent class. Okay, then here simply using the parent class properties, then I can extend, increase the money. Clear all of you? Thus here the derived class also extends the properties. The derived class, child class extend the properties of base class to generate more dominant objects. Clear all of you? The same base class is used for more derived classes. The same base class is used for more derived classes. Once we have to define the base class we can derive. Okay, the base class data can derive more than one or more classes, simply one or more classes. Clear all of you? Then the next one, the same base class is used for more derived classes. When a class is derived from more than one class, the derived classes have similar properties to those of base classes. Clear? Next one, these are the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of inheritance? Remember all of you, 2 marks question. What is an inheritance? What are the advantages of inheritance? Or what is a, next one, what is a base class? Sorry, what is an inheritance? What are the disadvantages of inheritance? Clear? 2 marks questions. Here simply disadvantages. Duplicated. So here simply a duplicate code creating simply. Then the member functions creates overhead to the compiler. Compiler will confuse little bit confusions. In class hierarchy, various data elements remains unused. Wastage of memory. Why? So I defined 2 or more members in a base class. I defined 3 or more members in a derived class. By I am deriving data, only one data item from the base class. But what about the remaining 2 data items? Wastage of memory. Clear? Then these are the advantages of inheritance. Clear? Then access specifiers. We know access specifiers. Already we discussed in first unit. Clear? Already we discussed in first unit. Access specifiers. Then what is an access specifier? Simply here creating access specifiers. Then how many ways we can retrieve the data? Clear? What are the visibilities of the data? Simply. Clear all of you? Then is it possible to access the data outside of the class, inside of the class? Clear? Then based on the visibility, based on the access specifiers, for example, if it is a private access specifier, we cannot access the members of the class outside of the class. Clear? Then if it is private data, okay, then there is no possibility to access outside of the class. The class members, okay, then there is no possibility to access outside of the class. Clear? If it is public, you can access anywhere in the program. So then the next one, protected. One class data members, protected members acting as private members in the another class. Clear? Then there are 3 types of visibilities in C++. The first one is public visibility, private visibility, and protected visibility. 3 kinds of visibilities. Clear? The first one, the public data members can be accessed directly outside of the class without the object. We know. The private members are accessed by the public member functions of the class only. Clear? The protected members are same as private, but only the difference is protected members are inherited while private members are not inherited. Clear? Protected members are inherited, but private members are not inherited. Clear? Remember all of you. So then the next one is, this is the general syntax of the derived form of old one is as follows. How to define a derived class? The general syntax. Here class name of the derived class, colon operator, access specifier, and the name of the base class. Clear? Then these are the members and member functions of the class, derived class. Example, here class A, public B, class A colon public B. Here class A colon private B. Here class A colon protected B. Clear? Then simply here class A, the name of the class. Then the next one colon and visibility mode and class name. That is the general syntax of the derived class. Here class name. Next one is colon operator. Okay, derived class. Here class name of the class name. Then a derived class name. Okay, clear? Access specifier name of the base class. Then here this is the derived class name. Then this is the access specifier. Sorry, colon operator, and this is a public B. Clear all of you? Then this is the general syntax of the derived class. Here class name of the derived class. Class name of the derived class. Here class sample colon. Then here public or private or protected. Simply protected. Then the next one is the name of the base class. Then these are all the members of this class. Clear? Then this is an example program for 3 visibilities. How to define public visibility, how to define private visibility, and how to define protected visibilities. Clear? Then this is called inheritance concepts. Here class A colon public B. Then collection of members and member functions. Class A protected B. Then the private B. Then class A protected B. All of you. Then the class A public B. So the class A is access the data of B class in public visibility. Clear? Then your class A private B. Clear? The class A private B. Here A is a derived class. This is access the members of the base class B. Clear? Then here protected members. So then here class A access the members and member functions of the protected B class. Clear all of you? Then here public derivation. All of you listen. In public derivation, all the public members of the class become public members of the derived class, and the protected members of the base class becomes protected members of the derived class. Private members of the base class will not be inherited. Remember one thing. This is the most important. Private members of the base class will not be inherited. Clear? Private members of the base class will not be inherited because those members are the private. So private members in the base class, the private members are not allowed in the inheritance concepts. Clear? Inherited. And next one is, this is an example program for inheritance concept. Here simply hash include I was streamed at a class base. The class name is called base public integer x. Then class close. Next one is class derived public base. Class derived public base. All of you observe this one clearly. Class derived public base. What is a base? Base is a first class. But this is a derived class. Public base. Public integer xy, then main function, then display some values, then member x equal to 10 member. This is the output of this program. But only the what is our concept? Inheritance concept. Inheritance concept. How to derive the base class members of the base class. How to derive in a derived class. Clear? Then this integer x is a base class member function. The visibility is public. Then class derived public base. Okay, class derived public base. In this base class, we can access the x values also. Why? Then this is a public visibility. This is a public visibility where x is a public variable. That's why the public members of the base class, so the derived class is allowed to access the public members of the base class. Clear? Then this is the similar example. Then the output equal to next one. Next one is private derivation. So the private members of the base class will not allow the derived class. Clear, all of you? If in private derivation, all the public data protected members of the base class become private members of the derived class. Remember, in private derivation, all the public and protected members of the base class become private members of the derived class. And private members of the base class will not be inherited. Clear, all of you? Will not be inherited. The base class members are not allowed into the derived class. That is the meaning. This is an example program. So this is an example program. Here class derived private base. Then this is called private visibility and base. But this is a public. These public members allows in public visibility in this example. Clear? And next one is protected derivation. In protected derivation, all the public and protected members of the base class become protected members of the derived class. And private members of the base class will not be inherited. Remember, all of you, in protected derivation, the base class protected members are acting as private in derived class. Clear, all of you? The base class protected members are acting as private members in the derived class. Clear? Acting as private members in the derived class. Clear? Derived class. Then in protected derivation, all the public and protected members of the base class become protected members of the derived class, and private members of the base class will not be inherited. Will not be inherited. This is an example. Clear, all of you? Then this is protected base. Then the next one here, derived class clause. Then derived d dot show, the show function will executing. Clear? Here class derived protected base. Class derived protected base. This is the example program for protected derivation. Here public, here protected base. Protected base. Clear, all of you? This is the protected. Okay. Then base. This is an example program for protected derivation. Clear, all of you? Then the next one is types of inheritances. Tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, ma? Types of inheritances. Then simply what is today's class is what is inheritance? What is inheritance? The mechanism of deriving new class from an old class is called an inheritance. The old class is known as a parent class or base class. The new one is called as child or derived class. Child or derived class. Remember. Then advantages of inheritance. These are the disadvantages of inheritance. Disadvantages of inheritance. Then these are the access specifiers already learned in first unit. Then there are three kinds of access specifiers. The first one is public, then the second one is private, and the protected. Here simply the members of the class they're defined in public visibility mode. We can use anywhere in the program, anywhere in the class or other class. Then private visibility, then just like not allowed. Okay, not allowed. Then protected visibility, one class protected members are acting as in the another class privately. Okay, acting as privately in the another class. One class protected members are acting as okay private members in the another class. So that is, these three are the access specifiers. The first one is public, second one is private, and the third one is protected. Okay, ma, clear? Then the next one is, this is the general syntax of the derived class. Next one, this is an example for a derived class. Next, public derivations. In the base class members, we defined in public visibility. Then we can use these variables or members in another class that is also acting publicly. Then this is an example, private visibility. So private members are not access. Okay. Next one is protected visibility. One class protected data. So another class private. Okay, ma, clear? Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss types of inheritances. Don't miss. Come regularly. All of you. Don't miss. Come regularly. Okay, bye.